10 surprising facts about dementia you might not know. Dementia is an umbrella term used to describe a range of conditions that affect the brain, causing memory loss, confusion, and other cognitive impairments. It is a common affliction among seniors, with an estimated 50 million people worldwide living with some form of dementia. Despite its prevalence, there are many misconceptions surrounding this condition. In this blog post, we will share 10 surprising facts about dementia that you may not know. From the earliest symptom to the various types of dementia, to the impact it has on caregivers, we'll explore some of the lesser-known aspects of this debilitating condition. Whether you're a caregiver, a family member, or just interested in learning more about this important topic, this article is for you. 1. Dementia is not a normal part of aging. One of the most common misconceptions about dementia is that it is a normal part of aging. This is far from the truth. Dementia is not a natural part of the aging process, although it is more common in older adults. While people do experience some cognitive decline with age, dementia is a serious condition that affects brain function and can have a significant impact on a person's ability to carry out everyday tasks. In fact, some people can develop dementia in their 40s or 50s, known as early onset dementia. Age is just one of the risk factors for developing dementia, and there are many other factors, such as genetics, lifestyle, and environmental factors that can increase a person's risk. It's important to understand that dementia is not an inevitable part of aging and that steps can be taken to reduce the risk of developing the condition. This includes maintaining a healthy lifestyle, staying socially engaged, and managing chronic health conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes. It's also important to be aware of the early signs of dementia so that you can seek medical advice and support if needed. 2. Dementia is not a single disease. Many people believe that dementia is a single disease, but it is actually a term that covers a wide range of symptoms and conditions. Dementia is an umbrella term that refers to a decline in cognitive function that is severe enough to interfere with daily life. It can be caused by a variety of underlying conditions, including Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and Huntington's disease. One of the surprising facts about dementia is that there are actually over 100 different types of dementia. Each type of dementia has its own set of symptoms and underlying causes. For example, Alzheimer's disease is the most common type of dementia and accounts for around 60–80% of all cases. It is characterized by the buildup of amyloid plaques and tau tangles in the brain, which lead to the death of brain cells. Other types of dementia include vascular dementia, which occurs as a result of reduced blood flow to the brain, and dementia with Lewy bodies, which is characterized by the buildup of abnormal proteins in the brain. Each type of dementia requires a different approach to treatment and management, so it is important to get an accurate diagnosis in order to receive the best possible care. 3. Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia. It may come as a surprise to many that Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia, accounting for up to 70% of all cases. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive neurological disorder that affects the brain, causing a decline in memory, thinking, and reasoning skills. This disease affects millions of people worldwide and is more common in older individuals. One of the most alarming facts is that Alzheimer's disease can begin developing in the brain up to 20 years before any symptoms start to show. This is why early detection and intervention are so important. While there is no cure for Alzheimer's disease, there are treatments and therapies available that can help manage symptoms and improve quality of life for those affected. It's important to seek medical attention if you or a loved one are experiencing memory loss or other cognitive issues. Understanding the causes and risks of Alzheimer's disease can help in the prevention and management of this debilitating illness. 4. Early diagnosis can give people more time to plan for the future. Early diagnosis of dementia can be crucial in giving people more time to plan for the future. This is because early diagnosis allows people to understand their condition, learn more about the disease, and take necessary steps to prepare for the future. It can also give them time to make important decisions about their care, finances, and legal affairs. Moreover, early diagnosis can help to delay the progression of the disease and improve the quality of life of people living with dementia. By starting treatment and care early, people with dementia can benefit from interventions such as medication, therapy, and support services that can help manage their symptoms and maintain their independence for longer. Unfortunately, many people with dementia are not diagnosed until the later stages of the disease, which can limit their options for treatment and support. This is why it is important for people to be aware of the early signs of dementia and to seek medical advice if they are concerned about their memory or cognitive abilities. By getting an early diagnosis, people can have more control over their lives and make informed decisions about their future. 5. Dementia can cause changes in behavior and personality. Dementia is often associated with memory loss, but it can also cause changes in behavior and personality. This is because the condition affects not only the brain's ability to store and retrieve memories but also its ability to regulate emotions and impulses. People with dementia may become more agitated, irritable, or aggressive, and may have difficulty controlling their emotions or expressing themselves in socially appropriate ways. They may also experience changes in their sleep patterns, appetite, or interest in activities they once enjoyed. It's important to understand that these changes in behavior are not intentional and are not a reflection of the person's character or personality. They are symptoms of the condition and can often be managed with medication, therapy, or changes in the person's environment. It's also important to remember that each person with dementia is unique, and their experience of the condition may be different from someone else's. It's important to listen to their needs and preferences, and to provide them with the care and support they need to live their best life possible. 6. Dementia can be caused by head injuries. Did you know that head injuries can increase the risk of developing dementia later in life? Studies have shown that traumatic brain injuries, such as those sustained in car accidents or contact sports like football, can lead to the development of dementia. This is because head injuries can cause long-term damage to the brain, leading to cognitive decline over time. It's not just major head injuries that can cause problems either. Even repeated minor head injuries, such as those experienced by athletes who play contact sports, can increase the risk of developing dementia. Research has linked repeated head injuries with the development of chronic traumatic encephalopathy (CTE), a degenerative brain disease that has been found in many former football players. It's important to take head injuries seriously and seek medical attention if you or a loved one experiences a blow to the head. Taking steps to prevent head injuries, such as wearing helmets when participating in sports or wearing a seatbelt when driving, can also help reduce the risk of developing dementia later in life. 7. Some people with dementia experience hallucinations and delusions. Dementia is a debilitating condition that affects millions of people worldwide. One of the lesser-known symptoms of dementia is the experience of hallucinations and delusions. These can be incredibly distressing for both the person with dementia and their loved ones. Hallucinations are sensory experiences that seem real but are not based on external stimuli. These can include seeing things that aren't there or hearing voices that aren't speaking. In people with dementia, hallucinations are often related to past experiences, such as seeing a loved one who has passed away. Delusions, on the other hand, are beliefs that are not based in reality. People with dementia may believe that someone is stealing from them, that their loved ones are plotting against them, or that they have a serious medical condition. It's important to understand that these experiences are not the fault of the person with dementia. They are a result of the changes that are happening in their brain. It's also important to seek help if you or a loved one is experiencing hallucinations or delusions, as there are treatments and strategies that can help manage these symptoms. Overall, it's important to remember that people with dementia are still individuals with unique experiences and emotions. By understanding the different symptoms of dementia, we can better support and care for those living with this condition. 8. Dementia can lead to difficulty with everyday tasks. One of the most heartbreaking things about dementia is that it can rob people of their ability to do everyday tasks. Forgetting how to brush their teeth, get dressed, cook a meal, or even use the bathroom can lead to feelings of frustration, fear, and embarrassment. As the disease progresses, people with dementia may require more and more help with these tasks, which can be difficult for both the person with dementia and their loved ones. It's important to remember that these difficulties are not a result of laziness or unwillingness to try, they are a symptom of the disease. As a caregiver, it's important to be patient and understanding, and to help your loved one with dementia in a way that is respectful of their dignity and independence. This might mean breaking down tasks into smaller steps, using visual aids or reminders, or finding ways to make the task more enjoyable, such as listening to music while getting dressed. By working together, you can help your loved one maintain their sense of self and continue to live as independently as possible. 9. There is currently no cure for dementia. As of now, there is no cure for dementia. This means that treatment is focused on managing the symptoms and slowing down the progression of the disease. However, researchers are working tirelessly to find a cure, and there have been significant advancements in recent years. One way to slow down the progression of dementia is through medication. There are drugs available that can help manage symptoms such as memory loss and confusion. Additionally, lifestyle changes such as regular exercise, a healthy diet, and mental stimulation can help keep the brain healthy and delay the onset of dementia. It's important to remember that dementia is a complex disease with many different causes, and what works for one person may not work for another. This is why early diagnosis and personalized treatment plans are crucial for those living with dementia. While there is no cure for dementia, there is hope for the future. Researchers are constantly making strides in the field, and with continued support and funding, we may one day find a way to prevent or cure dementia altogether. In the meantime, it's important to focus on managing symptoms and providing support for those living with dementia and their families. 10. There are ways to reduce the risk of developing dementia. Dementia is a debilitating condition that affects millions of people worldwide. While there is currently no cure for dementia, there are ways to reduce the risk of developing the condition. One of the most effective ways to reduce the risk of dementia is to exercise regularly. Studies have shown that physical activity can help to improve brain function and reduce the risk of developing dementia. Another way to reduce the risk of dementia is to eat a healthy diet. A diet that is rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can help to improve brain function and reduce the risk of dementia. It's also important to limit alcohol consumption and avoid smoking, as both of these habits have been linked to an increased risk of developing dementia. Keeping your brain active and engaged is another way to reduce the risk of dementia. Activities such as reading, learning a new skill, or playing a musical instrument can help to keep your brain active and reduce the risk of dementia. It's also important to stay socially engaged, as social isolation has been linked to an increased risk of dementia. Finally, getting enough sleep is essential for reducing the risk of dementia. Studies have shown that poor sleep quality and lack of sleep can increase the risk of developing dementia. By making these lifestyle changes, you can reduce your risk of developing dementia and improve your overall health and well-being. We hope that you found our blog post on 10 surprising facts about dementia informative and eye-opening. Dementia is a devastating disease that affects millions of people worldwide, and it's important that we do all we can to raise awareness and understanding of this condition. Armed with this knowledge, we can better care for those affected by dementia and continue to work towards finding a cure. Thank you for taking the time to read our post, and please share it with others who may benefit from this information.